Can we get a moment of silence for Patrick Starr? He was gunned down yesterday in O Block. Today we're playing Minecraft again, and my cat was like, "Whoa, video time? Is it time to take all the attention from Kami?" Okay, kitty. Yesterday you were biting me and it hurted. Alright, chat. The title of the video. Let's get ready. Grass, touching grass, speed run. You ready, kitty? Alright. 3, 2, 1. Sub 30 minutes. Let's go. If anyone tells me to try that in real life, I'm sending an unmanned drone to your house. Talking about unmanned drones, Walmart is doing drones. Not like the ones that will blow up your house, though that would be kind of funny. Actually, that wouldn't be funny. But they're doing drones, and like at my nearest Walmart, because we have a super center. Kitty, please let me play this game. She's currently rubbing for her face on my hand that's using the mouse. They're doing, zip deliveries with like drones, and they're pretty cool. And I got to see one like drop off a package. I was like, whoa, that's so cool. And I thought to myself, well, of course I'd like to try that. You know what I mean? So when I got home, I looked up the thing, and then I put my area, and it said, sorry, not available in your area yet. And I thought to myself, what do you mean? And then I remembered, oh, I live in the hood. I live with the hooligans, as they say. And then I realized, yeah, because we don't live far from that Walmart, They probably deliver further. So I thought to myself, and I was like, okay. Not available in our area yet, huh? I wonder how long that would take. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But those were really cool. I like drones. I've always wanted to have a drone. Like when they were new, I thought they were so cool. I just have never gotten one. One day I probably will once I do like the YouTube videos. Like one of these days, I'm gonna do the meta YouTube videos, like trying the worst rated hotels versus the best rated hotels. Yep. Today's video's topic is my microphone falling on my face because my cat keeps moving it. Today's video's topic is instant self-gratification. Now, what is instant self-gratification? That is the act of doing something that gives you immediate gratitude, immediate pleasure, often at the expense of long-term goals. So for example, like I've been saying, I've been kind of going on a weight loss thing. I've been doing good, but I have had my slip ups. Like the first week, where I thought about starting this, I had Popeyes, that Thursday. That was fast food. Not good, but it is what it is, right? And yesterday, my sister brought us like a brownie that she made, like a pretty good brownie. And I was like, I can't say no to this because my sister made this for us. So I said, okay, I'll eat it. And I did eat it. But that's a lot of fucking calories that I should have not taken. But it is what it is, right? But mostly, it's kind of like, again, going back into the diet or wanting to lose weight. A lot of people that are fat, they're fat because food gives you that instant self-gratification. There's a lot of reasons. I mean, some people obviously that won't understand it. You wouldn't get it. Is more of a, sometimes you go through a lot of shit. Like for me, food was my comfort. When I was going through a lot at home, I guess food is the only thing that made me feel good. I understand that that's a bad mentality to have, but I mean, unless you have someone there that can tell you like, hey, don't do that. Like from the start, then you're not gonna know any better, right? What am I trying to do now? I already have a lot of cows. Moo. Unless somebody tells you from the get-go, you're just gonna do it, and you're just gonna become like me, fat as hell. But of course, I'm trying to work on that. but a lot of people fall into this thing, and even I still do. Like, I have this balance where I do and then I don't, just depending on what it is. You know, for example, social media. I try my best not consume it. I try my best to not be on it. You know, I've kind of gotten off of Twitter. I still go to Twitter every now and then to see, are these gonna grow? They're hydrated, but they're not growing. Interesting. I don't know what it is. Oh my god. Give me a second. I try my best to not go on social media because, you know, I see a lot of shit that makes me mad, and that's the whole point of it. So I just try to stay away from it. But yeah, I often catch myself hopping onto, you know, social media or something like that. Like, especially when I have to work on my video, my main channel video, because I have not uploaded in months. And by the way, it's not like I'm lazy. Like, I literally yesterday I did spend 3 hours working on that video. I have like, let me see. Let me check my Google Drive, because I'm doing separate renders because there's just no way that my computer can handle an entire render of a video of that magnitude. Give me 1 second. I apologize for taking your time. I normally, if I edited these videos, I would edit this out, but I'm not doing that. Look, I want you to check this out. Since August 30, well, to be fair, I just started putting them on my Google Drive. I just had them on my folders. Since August 30, I've been doing renders. Just yesterday did I add the most recent render. Now, to be fair, because I got a separate USB, they are longer in file size than normal. So that's why, you know, it's taking longer in between each render, because normally they'll be like 17 minutes. Now they're like 34. So that's why it's taking longer, Barrel Man. But admittedly, I went through a lot in the last couple of just weeks, but also in the last couple of days, I haven't really been working on it. And like I said, I really wish I could use my misfortunes to lock in, and I'm be like, you know what, I'm going through a lot right now. You know what I should do? Lock in and do content, because this is the only thing that can keep me distracted. No, I just sit there in my head. Like, this is literally what I'd be doing. I'd be watching something like a YouTube video, and I'd just be sitting there, like, just thinking and overwhelmed. And sometimes I don't know, bro, like, it's weird to me. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know how to put it. It's weird. I've been going through a lot. Not saying that so you feel bad for me. I'm just saying that that's the reality of my situation. And, you know, I'm trying to get better at not, you know, falling into the traps of wanting to work. Like, the biggest thing for me is YouTube. You know what I mean? Not content creation, watching. You know, I'm like, okay, I have to work on this video. I have to work on this. I'm not doing anything right now. I should do something. Hold on. Guys, what should I do? 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 Iron Golem, what should I do? I actually have no idea what I should do. Let's go mining. Just so you guys can see something. I should probably make another pickaxe just in case I lose or that one breaks. Yeah, give me 1 second, chat. My biggest problem is when I know I have to work on the video, Barrel Man, and I end up just I'll watch one YouTube video. Like, I go to my feed and I'm like, this video looks interesting, I'll watch it. So I watch it, and then I see another one and I'm like, I should watch it, I'll watch it, right? And then I spend like a good hour doing that, and that's an hour wasted, you know. And again, because it gives me this instant self gratification, you know, it's entertaining, but it's not work. I'm not learning anything. I'm not even studying it. I'm just watching, you know, for my own pleasure, for my own, you know, liking, if you will. Ooh, gold. Let's go. I love gold. So I just watch it for my own, like, pleasure, and I don't know, like, I'm trying to find the words to say here. It sucks because I end up feeling like shit at the end of the day. I'm like, I didn't do much. Like, yes, like, I feel good about yesterday because I actually did lock the fuck in. I did do work, and I feel good about the fact that I did work yesterday. But hold on, give me 1 second. Pro PvP. All right, you know, I'm glad that yesterday I did, you know, do work, but I wish I could do that every single day. log in and do work every single day. But I often fall into these instant self gratification things, and it's not just like with food, it's other things that I probably can't talk about. Maybe some can read between those lines, but that I'm also trying to, especially now since I'm not in college anymore. I'm pretty much at home all the time, being a hermit. I have a lot of free time. Again, if you can read between the lines there, good job. Ooh, mineshaft. Actually, I had already discovered this. I just didn't check it out because I was being diamonds. Sorry. Give me 1 second. Bro, hurry up. Speed it up. More diamonds. Oh my god. I totally did not plant these. Talking about planting things. Mr. Beast did not help me yesterday. Mr. Beast's effect did nothing for me. Yesterday, I said his name 30 times, and it did nothing. So, I'm gonna have to... Wait, hold on. Let me get rid of all this trash. Yeah, Mr. Beast did nothing for me, bruh. I'm gonna need these rails so I can move Barrel Man inside my house. Keep him protected. As I said before. Let me get these diamonds. Mining away. I only got 2 views in that video, dog. That's so tragic. Where you at? Where you at? That's a lot of diamonds. I could sell these. Make a lot of money. I mean, I need to now. Because yesterday I got an email from a Dubai prince. And he was like, yo, if you tell me your bank details, I'll give you $10 million. And I said to myself, wow, 10 million blood money dollars? I'll take it. I'll take it. And I'm now in the negatives. My bank account's in the negatives. But anyways, don't worry, guys. I see this as a trial, as a challenge. It's a test to see if I don't fold under pressure. He'll then send me my $10 million. You gotta believe. You gotta believe. What's down there? I hear a zombie. I don't. Is there gonna be like a zombie spawner? I don't know. No, but on the real though, one of my biggest problems is just doing things that are not worth my time. Like playing Clash Royale. I've been playing it a lot, and then if I lose, I get really, really mad, and then I won't stop playing it till I win. And since I suck ass, I sometimes spend so much time playing it. You know what I mean? It's not good. And then I actually get mad if I keep losing. I get so tilted. It's bad. It's bad. I always see videos of people saying stuff like, you have to eliminate all the bad stuff that you do. Like stuff like that. Like you have to. Wait, where did I come from? Oh, more diamonds. Hold on. You have to eliminate all the bad stuff, and if you have a dream or a goal, you have to, like people on Joe Rogan. I don't know who they are, but they're on Joe Rogan, so I guess there's somebody. You know what I mean? And they're saying like you have to eliminate all these bad things, and you have to do this, and you have to do that, and then you have to succeed. All that stuff. And I asked myself, I'm like, how do you do that? Like, how do you? I don't know. Because you do have to, right? To become better, you don't have to worry about. I mean, I don't party. I don't go out as much. I'm a hermit. I stay home. So my problem is in stuff like that. Because everybody's gonna mention, oh, don't go to parties. Don't do this. Don't do that. What you want to do instead is you want to go to what's I'm gonna call it. You just want to work. No girls, no party, no drinking, nothing. I don't do any of that in general. My problem is just, I guess you could say, being lazy, right? And they're just being like online, like on YouTube and shit. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's something that you just kind of have to train yourself, like, and have that mentality. Because a lot of times, like, I get bored. I get tired. I don't know. Like, I guess some people just have that resilient mindset of like, I have to do this. I have to do that. You know what I mean? Like, when it comes to food, no bueno, right? Because I eat too much and I get fat. You know what I mean? When it comes to social media, no bueno, because you waste a lot of time on your phone doing absolutely nothing, right? Just scrolling. You know, you probably don't even remember the last 5 TikTok shorts or whatever that you've seen. You don't. I don't think you do, right? So what's the point? You're wasting your time there, right? And I guess since I'm always home, I feel at peace here, you know? Oh. So I've come to one conclusion. Be homeless. Because think about it. If you're homeless, you don't have... Oh, you okay? If you're homeless, you don't have a house to relax too much, right? You always have to be on your feet. You obviously don't have enough money for food, so you won't be fat. I don't think so. And if you have a phone, it will probably be stolen, so you'll lose it anyways. So you won't be on social media. That's what I learned. So starting tomorrow, guys, I will be homeless. On the real though, you know, there's a lot of things that people struggle with when it comes to instant self-gratification. You know, a lot of those is like drugs and stuff like that. And sometimes it can get pretty dangerous and really bad, especially if you don't understand that that's your problem. I think because I'm so self-aware of my issues, I can understand it and say, hey, this is my problem, this is my issue. And I always say this. I think that whenever I talk about my problems, people think that I want pity, or that I want them to feel bad for me, or that I want them to have solved it for me. But you just can't. It's all about myself. It's all about how I lock in. It's all about what I do. And that just goes for you as well. No one's gonna hold your hand through life, you know. Maybe you'll have more help depending on your circumstances and who you know, or just how your family is. I'm fortunate, again, I've said this before, I'm fortunate that my parents believe in me, believe in my delusion, that I can actually do something in life. And with this, I appreciate that. Not everybody has that luxury, you know. Like earlier I saw the thing with J. Cole, how, you know, he didn't have money to pay rent, and, you know, his landlord, he just let him, he believed in him. He didn't kick him out, and he made it. And J. Cole then, when he found him again, he repaid him back. And he wasn't even trying to take the money. He was like, nah, don't give me the money. You know what I mean? Even though J. Cole owed him a lot. And I'm like, that's amazing. You know, because not most people won't do that, and they're not entitled to. Why would you? Why would you let someone? But, you know, it's amazing when you have people that believe in you. So that's why every single time whenever I close out a video, I always tell you guys that you can make things happen, because at the end of the day, you only have yourself to believe in. You have to believe in yourself. It's like that one quote. I don't know if Kanye West made this up or he learned it from somebody else, and I know how people feel. Barrelman! No. No. Barrowman. He was like a son to me. No. Anyways, this is why I always tell you guys that you can make things happen, because, you know, sometimes you only have yourself to believe in. And if you don't believe in yourself, that's tough. It's difficult, right? Like, you know, you can't make it happen. And it's like, you know, again, I know people don't like Kanye West, and for good reasons. Trust me, it hurts me that, you know, someone that inspired me when it comes to music and art and stuff like that, he's gone to that route. Trust me, it hurts. Well, it doesn't hurt, but it's tough to see. But he has this quote that's like, there's people that believe that they can do it, and there's people that believe that they can't, and they're both right. And that is ultimately up to your mindset. If you struggle, like I got a comment, you know, let me read it properly, you know. Let me just give me 1 second. I apologize, guys. Apologies, because I don't I don't edit these videos. So the comment was like, I will say I've tried a couple of times to get into content creation, and yeah, it's the same thing for me. Retention was the main thing I would always watch, and it eventually just burnt me out each time. I did make it to the end of the video though, so +1 max retention, which thank you, by the way. Also thank you for subscribing. It does mean a lot that you take your time out of your day to watch these videos. You know, it means a lot. It will always mean a lot if you ever even reach to this point, whether you're one of my friends watching these videos or somebody that I just don't know, you know, and I'm just putting my face out there in front of you, and you're forced to watch this chopped individual yap for a long period of time, and I barely speak English properly. I do appreciate it, you know. But I thought about that comment. I'm like, I don't want to think too much about the numbers, because it's all about putting in the work now, sacrificing the time, going through the lows, but still doing it. Because if you give up too early, you won't know if you even had the opportunity. You know, even though that the last couple of months, hell, even years, but especially the last couple of months since I've left college and kind of just let myself go, if you will, I've had the lowest self-esteem of all time, which is weird. I thought, like, I don't know. It's weird because even though I have this low self-esteem, I still was really like, I was like, I'm gonna show my face online, even though that's something that I didn't want to do. I was afraid to do for years online, and I didn't do when I was making music. I didn't show my face, you know. I wore the little like thing that I have. I don't know where it's at anymore. Like the thing that I have on the main channel. It's a balaclava. It's not a beanie. It's a balaclava. You know, so it has my face. I used that. And I did that because I didn't like what I looked like. So when I started making content, you know, I was like, I'll show my face. I don't care. It is what it is, right? I have to believe that I can make it happen. Even if the odds are stacked against me, I have to believe that it can be done. And that I can make things happen. You know, just in life and in general. I need a new barrel, man. Tomorrow we'll do a barrel, man. What's I'm gonna call it? Burial. I saw rotten flesh here when I climbed up this thingy. I think that zombie killed Barrow, man. And I was just saying I was gonna get him into the house. Oh man. If I didn't already have a video title idea, I would have called this video Barrow, man. That'll be the next video. You're probably gonna be the new Barrow, man, so be ready for the inauguration, okay? You're already looking at a barrel, so you're the right guy. That sucks. And with that, I think that's the end for today's video. I will always say this, and I will keep saying this. If you have a dream, go after it. You know, it's okay if you fail. You know, the process of learning is failing as much as you possibly can, the fastest you possibly can, because you learn from your failures. That's just how it is. So if you have a dream, chase it. Do it as much as you possibly can. Love the journey. Be consistent. Consistency is doing it every single day as much as you possibly can. It's okay if one day you don't do, you know, as much as the other days. That's how it is. Believe that you can do it. Don't just say you can do it. Don't just, I can do it. Genuinely trick your brain to believe that you can do it. And you might say it's hard and it's difficult, but you say it long enough, it's like the law of attraction. Eventually, you're actually gonna believe it, and you can make it happen. You know what I mean? So go for it, do it, fuck it. You know what I mean? That's what it is. I'm still doing this every single day. You know, the video before my last video got 80 views. My last video got 2 views, and this video might get 1, 100, 1,000. I don't fucking know. But whatever the case might be, I'll keep doing this every single day, and hope for the best. And you should as well. Do whatever you want to do and hope for the best. And believe that you can do it as well. That being said, I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day.
See ya.